Morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday's sit. Today we're going to look at a grounding practice. So something a bit different from last week where we worked with the breath. So yeah, we're going to be looking at a grounding practice today, slightly different to maybe the one that's available on YouTube from a few weeks ago. So for this grounding practice, it can be really useful if you are sitting on a chair, an upright chair. Sometimes for me, I like to bring my body forward so it's away from the back of the chair so that I've got a more upright posture. But let's not forget that this is about what is comfortable for you. So make sure that you feel supported and that you're not putting yourself under any pain or discomfort by trying to sit a certain way, because we don't need to do that. So yeah, so sitting on an upright chair if you can. If not, laying down on the bed or sitting on the edge of the bed or edge of the sofa or something like that is absolutely fine. And if you'd like to just join me by just taking your hands, placing them on your knees or in your lap, then it can be really useful just to dip the chin if you want to. Just gives us that sense of intention, that inward looking intention to the body. And I like to close my eyes. It just helps me to focus more, but you don't need to. It's really up to you. Just experiment, be curious of that. What do you prefer? To close your eyes or maybe look down or just soften your gaze somehow. So I always like to just begin these short Friday practices with a moment of stopping. So just being still, bringing a sense of peace. A sense of quietness to the moment. And then we can just take our time to drop in to the practice. This sitting grounding practice this morning. And those words drop in, dropping into the practice will mean something different to everybody. So let's begin by taking our attention down to the feet connected to the floor or the surface beneath you. And taking the time to be with that connection and the awareness of how it feels to bring your mind to this place. Particularly noticing the physical sensations between the connection of your feet to the floor or whatever it is that they're rested upon. Now, every time we come together to practice, I'll always gently remind you that the mind is very likely to wander. So when you notice the mind wandering off, just call it back gently and slowly to the words, the guidance in the practice. And always know that every time the mind wanders, we can begin again. Come back to the practice and begin again. Just allow your attention to slowly drift up the fronts of the legs into the knees, the thighs, and in the backs of your thighs. And And now bringing your awareness to your sitting bones. The backs of your legs and your bottom connected to the seat or whatever it is that you're rested upon today. I'm just noticing how that feels to bring your awareness, renew your awareness to this area of the body and the connection between body and seat. Maybe just dropping into the practice a little bit further. I wonder what it feels like to focus another 5%, deepening the connection between body and whatever you're rested upon today. Deepening the connection by becoming curious of your experience, the physical sensations. Becoming interested in how it feels in the body. What do you notice about your sitting bones, the connection between the body and the chair, the bench, the bed, the stool? And then broadening out our awareness to the whole of the lower body, maybe even including the hands rested in the lap or the legs. Bringing a sense of awareness to the lower body from maybe the hips or the waist down. But particularly focusing on this connection of feet to floor, the sensation through the legs, into the backs of your legs, your sitting bones, the connection into your seat, whatever is holding you up. And just noticing what's there, noticing your experience. And as you notice, becoming aware of anything that's arising for you, but importantly, in that awareness, bringing a soft kindness, a gentle curiosity, a sense of okayness. Particularly if you're noticing any thoughts or emotions or physical sensations that are making you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe just saying to yourself, it's okay, it's already here. Just let it be there, whatever that experience might be. Just as we consider the lower body, again, just taking a moment to allow ourselves to drop into this practice another 5%, really shining a spotlight on this sensation of connectedness, of body to seat, feet to floor. But deepening the connection by just taking a moment to contemplate what's beneath us today. What is holding us up beneath the chair, beneath the bed? Maybe it's the floor of the room. Broadening out and just considering the walls or the space around us. Deepening the connection. What's beneath the floor? The earth. Maybe further space. But allowing the mind to drop into this sense of connection. Because beneath us and beneath the floor is the earth. At some point, if we allow the mind to move down deeper into the ground, through the layers of whatever is there, and beneath the earth is this deep, deep journey to the center of the earth. Thousands and thousands and thousands of miles deep. In a sense, we are truly connected, truly grounded. Noticing what this awareness brings to your experience. This awareness of connection to the earth, the depth of the earth, gravity holding you up. Just considering that for a moment, and how does that affect or change your experience in any way? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We're not trying to force a change, we're just recognizing how just considering this deep connection can sometimes show up in our practice. Allowing the mind to just come back to the body, to this sense of connection between the feet and the floor, the legs and the seat, the bottom. Noticing and becoming aware of the sensation of your hands connected to your legs or in your lap or else. And just taking this moment now to just contemplate how you're feeling. Does the mind feel settled or busy? Maybe you describe your mind in another way. Does the body feel centered and grounded, or frustrated and agitated? Maybe tense, tight. Maybe you describe your body, your physical sensations in another way. Just see what's coming up for you. And how do you feel emotionally? Do you feel connected and calm? Or is there a sense of separateness, aggravation, frustration? Again, maybe you describe your emotions in another way. But this is just about taking this moment to sense into what's there as we come towards the end of this grounding practice. And noticing how we feel now, maybe compared to the beginning of our practice today. So as we come towards the end then, just taking the time to mark the end of this Friday sit with maybe a roll of the shoulders, a wriggle of the fingers, maybe a tapping of the toes, and blinking the eyes open gently. Thank you so much for trying that practice with us today. And check out the rest of my practices on YouTube. Don't forget to have a look and share with others, and to give us a thumbs up, maybe drop us a comment and follow the page. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend.